What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve with Printer Gang Investments. And for this video, we're going to be talking about how a lot of people are intellectually lazy and financially scary. Let's just say it like that for now, for the beginning of the video. What I'm noticing is a lot of people are hardworking, and I love that. I don't knock that. I'm hardworking too. Like, a lot of money y'all see me flipping, it come from the fact I used to work 7 days a week, at least 10 hours a day for 2-3 years in a row. Like, that's a whole nother story. I don't actually talk about my jobs and job on this channel like that, but that's a good thing. But folks don't understand that's just the start. What people don't understand is not just about being good at your job, working your job, making money at your job, saving the money, being disciplined. That's a start, but you gotta be intellectually curious. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn something besides just that job, if you know what I mean. Like, when you get off work, you can't just turn on the TV, turn on your favorite music. You see what I'm saying? You gotta actually get out here and learn a whole nother skill on top of that. That's what I've done in life. That's what I try to continue to do at all times. That's what I preach. And it's very important right now because we're going into the AI era. In the AI era, like I said, first, I was just trading stocks. I was using ChatGPT when it first came out, but I'm so busy training NVIDIA, doing research, trying to load up on Palantir, things like that. I took ChatGPT serious because I was buying the stocks because of it, but as far as the app itself, I was like, man, it ain't even connected to the internet. I can't do no research on it. So, you know, I paid attention to it, but I wasn't using it like that. And it's like, even now, as much money as I have made trading AI stocks, I would have made even more money, way more money, if I had just sat down and learned ChatGPT thoroughly when it wasn't good like that. Like, when chat, like, okay, I love AI now because I can use it for my stock research. It's connected to the internet. It's fact checking. It's doing sources. Yeah, it's easy to use it now. But if I had really learned about it back then, if I had learned prompt engineering back then, I would be further along than I am now. I might have been able to sell some AI in the real world. And that's okay, because, you know, like I said, I've been researching, I've been capitalizing on the AI wave since it started by trading the stocks involved. And, you know, I have been using the AI too, so I haven't been behind on it, but I see the financial possibilities. And what people don't understand, we all have to go back to school. Like, unless you know AI, like, specifically, unless you've been studying AI specifically, we all have to go retrain. I got a friend who was just talking to me. He was saying that his son knows how to computer program at the age of 17. His mom gave him a computer at a young age, got him interested in that kind of thing, so he knows how to computer program, but he doesn't know about AI yet. Even people who, like, know the fundamental skills, a lot of them are missing it because it's going so fast. So I was telling him, you need to go tell your son to go look up AI agents, to go look up AI, because he could use those skills and he could make tweaks to his agents that someone like me can't make, because I'm going to be a no-code AI person. You see what I'm saying? So with all that being said, it goes back to my first point. People are intellectually lazy and financially pussy. That's what I wanted to say at the beginning of the video, but you know, they might flag me. So what I mean by that is, you got to take your risk somewhere. Like, one thing the streets will teach you, like, if you watch the streets, whether you've been in them or just seen what's going on in the streets, a lot of people do a lot of illegal things, a lot of stupid things, a lot of things you shouldn't do for money. But one thing I will salute is they do it for money, and they're not scared to take risks. They just misguided. They taking the wrong risk. They don't understand why you risking your freedom when you could just risk your money. Like your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. We'll never risk our freedom. Now, we risk our money all the time. That's just what come with it. But what you don't understand, that same mentality that make you want to get on the highway and drive the bricks up the highway, that same mentality that makes you want to do crazy things in the streets for this money on. You can take that right to the market. And then if you lose, you don't lose nothing but your money. You don't go to jail. You see what I'm saying? And we got research to back us up. Which brings me to my next point. Research. You know I got a lot of haters. They doing a lot of this. You know, they was doing a lot of talking crazy about me. We was going through the dip because they never seen the dip before. They didn't understand that we was loading up on cars, loading up on shares the whole dip. Now we at all-time highs. They like to get silent. They like to call you lucky. They like to say, how long is it going to be before you blow up your account? And they don't realize the only reason the account's here is because we were smart enough to do research in October, November 2022, the moment ChatGPT dropped, and we bought Palantir every single day in 2023, the shares. I bought it between $8 and $15, $17, $18, whatever. Every single day I buy at least one share, sometimes 2 shares, sometimes 3 shares. And I was trading the calls on the side from the low teens, probably like 10, 11, 12, 13. I got to check the records. But what people don't understand is it's not luck, it's research. And people are intellectually lazy, so they've never researched something seriously outside their jobs and put their money where their mouth is. That's what I do. What people don't understand is you have to learn something outside your job if you want to be massively successful. If you just want to, get by, market perform, underperform, just live life normally, you ain't got to pay attention to nothing. I listen to people, and they think it's they brag. I don't pay attention to the stock market. I don't pay attention to up or down. I don't pay attention to nothing, but sit here and want to talk crazy about Steve from Printing Gang Investments, who pays attention to it every day for damn near a decade at this point, every day watching this. You see what I'm saying? Been studying it longer than that. But they don't understand that because they never studied nothing but how to get their degree, how to get their certification, how to get their job, how to get overtime at their job, how to be good at their job. They've never learned how to do anything in the real world. They've never learned how to do anything people didn't tell them to do. That's another thing people don't understand. You're not gonna get where you need to be by doing what people tell you to do and following a tried and true path. The tried and true path is great for certain conservative people, and I got nothing wrong with that. But if you want exceptionalism out here, you're gonna have to take risks. And that's what people don't understand. A lot of people don't get it misconstrued. They'll talk about older investors like Warren Buffett not realizing he was a risk taker in his younger years. When he was buying Walmart and but when he was buying Walmart and Coca-Cola, these older stocks, these stocks weren't these firm, settled companies that's not growing. Go look at the price chart of Coca-Cola from when he was in it back then. They don't understand. You have to do research, understand the business of a company, and do what you got to do on the stock market side. And the other part is, like I say, people are financially pussy as well. That's another thing. People scared to take risks. Now, I don't condone putting your life savings on nothing. I don't condone doing things that's too risky. But at the same time, you do have to take risks. You have to understand that we have to go to our jobs, work our jobs, make money, and then risk losing the money we just made. And a lot of people don't understand that because they've never really made money on the entrepreneurial side. Whether I'm starting a business, whether I'm trying to flip real estate, whether I'm investing in stocks, whether I'm trading stocks. If I want to make exceptional returns, I'm going to have to take some sort of risk. Like if I'm in the housing game and I want to flip my money in the housing game, I can't just buy a house. If I buy a house, that's going to be a buy and hold. I'm going to have to sit on it for several years to get my money, unless I luck up and we have a year like 2020 where housing prices double or something. And that was like once in a lifetime. So what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to flip a house. So what does that require? Skills. I'm gonna have to understand how to talk to contractors. I'm gonna have to understand how not to get ripped off, how not to overpay, what this supposed to cost, what that's supposed to cost. I'm gonna have to actually take a risk with my money. People don't realize there's a lot of real estate developers and flippers who lose money all the time because they don't understand it's part of the game. In the stock market, it's the same thing. When you're betting on a stock at $8 and you're reading the fundamentals, but everybody else doesn't understand it, this stock didn't just go from 8 to 100, like out of nowhere. No, it went this. And what you gotta do is you gotta keep understanding the research, understanding what's going on with the company itself, and then you can make your decision. I'm listening to a lot of people on Wall Street, a lot of the bulls, like Dan Ives, Josh Brown. Josh Brown's on TV just apologizing. He said I didn't pay attention to stocks like Palantir, because normally we don't trade things like that, because they just looked at what happened. Oh, it went up to 40, it came back down. I don't trade shit like that. I ain't look at the balance sheet. And then you got the other people who didn't look at nothing but the balance sheet. But the balance sheet's not gonna tell you that people are buying the product hand over fist in real life. The balance sheet's not gonna tell you that the product is changing people's organizations. Like when we do research, we really get deep. We really look at the users of these products. Like Josh Brown said, Palantir wasn't the easiest call because they don't make an iPhone. They don't make a car. They don't make something you could see. They don't make something you could touch. But you got to understand what those platforms are doing for the people who can touch them. And that's why I say it's just all about research. Have I ever been around anybody from Palantir? No. But I know how to be intellectually curious on something that's profitable. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, man. People got to stop like thinking it's okay to just get off of work and not learn nothing. That ain't okay. Or at least if you want to win, like if you want to win big, like if you want to just live your life, be normal. Nothing wrong with that. I don't doubt that. But if you want to be exceptional out here, all that getting off of work and just chilling, that's dead. Like that don't even make no sense. Like that's retarded. And on top of that, you can't be scared when you make money. Like if you make $2,000 a week, you gotta save some conservatively, of course. Like you see me buying SPY all the time. I got plenty of SPY in my other accounts, but I can't put all my money there because that's not gonna get me where I need to be. I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm gonna have to take risks with part of my money. The account I show on this channel, it came from $700, $1,000, whatever the P&L say. And people don't want to believe it because it sounds crazy, but the P&L says it in cold proof. And that's not because I'm a genius, it's just because I do research. People don't understand. And a lot of people will look at my channel and be like, oh, he just made this much, he just made that much. For one, I always tell them, I got 3 other accounts. You know, I don't really talk about this type of stuff, but I made over $10,000 yesterday. And we're not even gonna ever speak on nothing like that again. But what people aren't understanding, that all came from research. They don't understand. They'll look at me and they'll understand, they'll be black and they'll be racist. They'll say, oh, it's just black people talking crazy. Do you know who I'm getting this research from? Are you stupid? I'm getting this research from institutional money managers. I'm getting this research from real investors who got more money than people, better jobs, research these things all day, up hundreds of thousands of dollars, up millions of dollars. People from all races. That's why we just call it Printer Gang Investments. I don't do this for the black community. I don't do this for no certain community because we all investors. Black, white, Asian, Indian. That's who I get my DD from. I get my DD from the people who is right. I don't care what they look like. I don't care how they dress. Like right now, the CEO is flexing on everybody, be coming in there with a white t-shirt with his hair messed up. Dan I's coming there with a pink t-shirt, a pink dress shirt, got everything right, and your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments keep wearing like the same 6 hoodies, and I got like 30 pair of Jordans that I be getting fresh. I'm just in my grind mode right now, and we the ones who right. And all your little professional dumbasses, they are wrong. I don't care what they look like. And all I want y'all to do going into this AI era is just learn, bro. Learn. We all need to learn. I don't care what your training is. Unless your training is what's going on right now, we need to learn, man. And it's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. You know, I just had to let y'all know how I be feeling. And I'm going to talk to y'all in that next video.